Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Grow and Clip Bonsai for seniors today. All for seniors and those from 1 to 101 plus. Today is December 11th of 2024. It's Wednesday. It's 29 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 2 degrees Celsius. We're doing Mr. Skeleton, a winter pruning. Winter starts officially on December 21st. So we're shaping up this geranium because it's getting a little scraggly and everything, so we got to do some work on it. Mr. Clock says it is 7:22 a.m. in the morning. And I just wanted to show you that you can also have Christmas color with the goldfish plant. Look at that. Was my cascading one, but it in the basement it's reaching towards the light, so but look at the flowers on it. That's like a living Christmas tree right then and there. So that one we'll tackle after it's done flowering for the holidays. Well, here's our geranium. Let me put it down here so you can see. I got Santa Claus. And I got our fall array there. So we're going to put this on the side here until we can prune it. I'm going to take my ironwood tools because you know nothing cuts wood like ironwood. And in here, for the cuttings, I have water mixed with Wildwood Organics. So I'm going to stick that in there, the cuttings, and then we'll see if we can root any of these because these are nice. And I got this from Ted's Greenhouse out in Tinley's Park. So if you're ever out that way, stop at Ted's. They got a wide array of plants. Now the first thing we got to do is cut off all these dead branches. Let me get my little scissors. Get in there. This is another ironwood. We're just going to cut off all the dead stuff for now. Just to see where we're at. To get in here and strip out all that stuff. Pull it with your fingers because it's just dead and falling all over the place. And geraniums are fun to grow because you can see the trunk on it. Let me see if I can get this over a little bit. Move that into the video more. There we go. And they do develop a nice trunk, geraniums. I'm going to say, you know, why stick with the standard? Everybody does ficus, everybody does evergreens and stuff, so do something different. And this is a fast-growing plant that you can have all year long for many years. And it'll reward you in the long run by growing to the way you want it, because that's the clip and grow method. I'm just going to take all this old stuff off. Just peel it off. Throw it in my little bucket here. Now you're going to see this part here is dead, so we're going to clip that off right away. Now this one's growing into the center. It's growing into the center, so we want this one out of the way. That's growing just a little bit crooked. And we got a dead piece over here, so we're going to cut that one off. And we're going to just cut into here all the way down and pull that one out of the center. And this will make a good cutting. So all I'm going to do is cut some of this up to the green and just scrape it a little bit so it'll absorb water until we can repot this. Now we're going to take off another dead piece right here. Right there. Cut that off. And cut this piece off. Another dead one there. Yeah, it's a little dry. And then we're going to cut this top off because we're going to have some... I'm going to have to look for a center point here. And this is going to have to be our front. You can see how nice this one's growing up this way, but it's all crooked. So let's see if it backbuds. I don't know, but we'll see. But right now we're going to take this one back to here. so we can keep it small. And then this one, we got some, here's the brain here. The brain is the node. This tells you whether to grow a new leaf or to root. So we're going to cut right above the brain. And just scrape, get some of these off. So we can stick it in water and just scrape the bark a little bit so it'll absorb water until you get time to repot it. And hopefully with the beneficial bacteria in there, that thing will root real nice. I'll have another one. There's another dead branch right here. Get that out of there. Now you can see this one's growing into the center. Now we could take this one out and just have this over here. But with the way it's growing, we have to cut it back. I'm going to cut it to here. It's still green, so this should back bud. So we can open it up, cut it off so that we get some green here, and just scrape the bark. Remember, scrape the bark around the brains. Stick it in. Now we're going to cut this one. We want it to grow out a little more, or we can have this one grow out this way. You can see by the branch where the brain is located. So if we cut here, it'll grow into this way. But I want it to come out a little bit this way because there's the brain here. So I'm going to have to cut this one back just above it because I want this to come out this way, so this one will come out this way also. So take that there, and sure some of these will root. I'll just leave these here for now. And now this big one over here is super tall. We have to look for a brain to where we want it to grow out. So I think we can cut this one right to here, and that'll help bush it out more. So that, I think, will do it real good. And you know, in the wintertime, these things reach for light. Tongue-tied today. And we'll stick this in water. Give it a little scrape by the brains right there. The brains are on this side, so a little scrape there to help it absorb the water. And a little bit up here. And drop it in. And then we'll take this one. I don't know if this will root. I hope it roots, and I'll stick this in some water over here. And this little guy over here. Maybe it'll root. I have no idea. We'll stick it in some water right now. This one's just plain water. I'm trying to grow a Brazil nut, so I've been soaking it for a week already, maybe 2 weeks. Nothing's cracking open, but we'll give it time because I know they're super hard to grow from a seed. And will these root? I don't see why not. So I will. And man, you can smell this geranium. Nice smell. We're just going to stick this in water too. We'll see if we can root these as a trunk. So now we got a little bit of cleanup here. Let's take our chopstick. Give it a little poke because it's super dry. And that way there you can loosen up the soil and have the water get in if you don't have a bucket to stick it in, and let all the air bubbles out. And just by doing that, that refreshes the soil a lot. Oh, Mr. Clock says it's 7:30 a.m. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of this onto the soil. The beneficial bacteria. You can put it on that way dry too, but in water you get more spread. All right, well, now we're going to do it this way. And Mr. Alvin's going to give it a little watering. There we go. Just like that. And then we'll take our bucket out. And I don't have my little brush because I used it for something else. So we'll just use our fingers and put in the soil here. And then we'll take some of our Peace River gravel from Carib Sea. Get Mr. Spoon over here. Put them around. Just like that. Just something simple. Keep it simple. You don't have to go extravagant. If you can't find this, there's always gravel in the stores. And I think the aquarium shops will be cheaper than if you buy those little bags. Because sometimes you want the little bag and you pay more for the little bag than you do for the bigger bag of gravel. Just like that. So that's our front, and I'll get a tag and we'll mark it. We'll put Santa Claus over here. And we'll put our pumpkins here so we know it's a fall, winter pruning. And there's no roots growing out of the bottom yet. So we'll just leave it until I see the roots coming out, and then we can repot it. But I think it'll be good for another year in here, but we'll see. In the spring, see what happens, how it grows, and we'll go from there. Now, usually, if this was going outside, I put lipstick on there. Some people say try chapstick. I'll do an experiment later and try chapstick too. But I prefer lipstick because it goes on smooth. It's not sticky. So we'll go from there. And this is smaller than a pencil cutting too, so this will heal off just nicely. And we'll go from there. And we'll give it a little squirt on the bottom. And that's it. And there you have it. A nice winter pruning. So you take care, everybody. Have a good day. Today's Wednesday. Potluck day, comedy, big band music, detective, whatever you want to listen to. Old westerns, whatever you want to listen to. Relax and enjoy the rest of the day. And stay warm for you guys out there in the cold climates. Because here in the Windy City, tomorrow it's going to drop like a rock. So you think that's cold, it's going to drop another 10 degrees. And then the wind chill is going to be like 20 degrees lower. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. You take care, everybody, and have a good day.